All right, you've learned a lot now. So let's do some exercise, right? So from box modeling with a polygon, we are going to create this cup. And you're going to extrude. You can extrude from face, edge, and manipulate the vertices. And you can, of course, this is very handy to have reference material for this. Let me see. Let's just type in cup. Cup. And let's look at the images. Let me see. Cup. Well, something like this. It's more or less the same. So let's download this image just quickly. Oh, I have an image already here. All right, I had this image already. And then in Maya, let's go there. Let's start fresh. That's in Maya. Here we are going to use a reference material. And you can do this several ways. You can put it on the camera. Like if you go to the camera options, you can go to environment. And you can add an image plane, but we're not going to do that. That's because it's stuck on the camera, and it's nicer to have something just in the scene as a plane. So we add a plane here. And on this plane, we're going to put that cup. But you need to know the size of this plane to have the right size of the texture. So in order to do that, let's go to Photoshop. I already put it in Photoshop, I think. No, I need to go open in Photoshop. So let's go to the image folder or the downloads folder. Let me see, pictures. Here, this one, and open this one in Photoshop. Let's open it in Photoshop. All right, and now we can see it. Look at the dimensions with Ctrl-Alt-I, and look at the inches. And this is like a square image, so that's nice. So 16. We just need this number, 16.667. Let's go to Maya. Hit this thing. Hit this plane. Go to the inputs and type it in. So we need it for the width, and the height is the same, 16.667, and again 16.667. Right, so this is the amount. If it would be different, I mean, this is square now, so I could have done it without, maybe because it was already a square, but just to show you how you can do that with every reference material you get from the internet. So now we need to put it on here. We need to go to the rendering tab. We need to add a Lambert, so don't put it right away on. We need to add a new Lambert. And you can see here Lambert 2 is active. And within Lambert 2 we can go to color. And of course you can change the color and so forth, but we're going to the next week. We need to have this checker. We can go within that checker, we can go to File. And then it says, okay, you need an image. Okay, let's browse the image. And it was, where was it? It was in my pictures folder. This one. Right. So now we can't see it. Why not? Because we're in shaded view. We said before 4 was wireframe, 5 shaded, and 6 is shaded with texturing. Here with texture maps. So now we can see it. Now we actually just need to put it upwards. Let's go Ctrl-A to the channel box and put it 90 degrees up. And then move it and back a bit. If we then add a cube or a cylinder for this, you can easily do this. So for example, cylinder, this would be a great start for this. And hit 6 here again. So if I were to start, I could also start in the middle, but yeah. Also, if I extrude this thing, maybe I don't want to extrude all of them. I want to have this as 1. So maybe I go to the inputs. I say, okay, 0, this out. And now I can extrude this. Okay, let me undo the self-select. Right, self-select is off. And from the front view, I can now go and have this line up more or less. It's not completely lined up, but let's line it up. And I can extrude then every time something. So, and also I can have the vertices lining up as well, so I can just move that in a little bit, maybe universally move it in. If I do this, it makes it not perfectly round anymore. You can see that. So if I want to scale it in, I actually need to universally scale it in all the time, so keep it round. So I did that here, so scale it in universally, like that. And I could make it to the top and then make it like that, and add divisions later with the ring loop tool, for example. But I could also, I can make the example. So now we have this, and now I can just like insert some ring loop tool. So also this, if I want to see the background, I cannot see the rings here, what I need to add. I can go to shading and use X-ray. Then I can see through this and see the ripples a little bit better. So I could add this geometry here, and here, and there, and so forth. I could do that, or if I go back to vertex mode, put them a little bit down. Oh, vertex mode, get these, put them down. Or I could extrude them. So if I want to extrude, let me first grab this face and then extrude up, and then hit the G button. Oh, it says it won't. Oh, I haven't extruded yet. Extrude, hit the G button, and then of course it needs to get bigger and bigger every time. So hit the G button, make it bigger. But you get the idea. So, and later on even, I can also manipulate the edges by double clicking an edge and making it bigger or smaller. So you get these things that go inward, right? So like that. Maybe they need to be a bit close together to get that harder edge going on. But this is a bit too much, maybe. But you get the idea, like you manipulating like that the cup, and every time you get these ripples going on. Oh, and at one point, yeah, you want to go up and right, so all the way up. Let's do that. Yeah, here like that. Maybe a bit further, like here. And then you want to go inward, right? So let's try that here. So how to go inward? So it's also with extrude. So let's extrude. Let's go to scale and scale it in a little bit, like that. Maybe extrude again. And then move it down. But maybe we should scale it in a bit further downwards because we don't want to see the inside. This could be okay, except for that there is a really hard edge here, and we don't want that. So we could even create another ring loop on this. So insert edge loop, and oh, sorry about that. Like that. And with that edge loop, we can go to edge mode, double click it, and move it a little bit, so it's less hard. You know, it's more round already. See that? That's getting rounder like this. You could even take this one and scale it in or out a little bit like this, so it's even rounder. It's even more round. And this one as well. Scale it in or out, or move it down or up. So we have it also more round, and maybe this one then. So yeah, you get the idea, right? So it's even more and more round. All right, so this is just an example. You can add the divisions and so forth, and you have about, let's see, you have about 20 minutes for this exercise. Good luck, and please add this to your portfolio if, when you're finished. And if you have questions, please let me know in the breakout rooms or in the chat.